What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about how to actually fight High Evolutionary. So he's like the new defender that's, a bit tricky to fight, but I'm going to show you today that you can actually fight him with any champion. You don't need anyone specific. There are some that might help you fight him better, but in this clip here, you're going to see Hercules, a 5-star against the 7-star rank 4 in duels. And basically what you want to do here is you want to do a mix of different attacks. You don't want to do the same attack twice in a row. You don't want to do medium, medium, or light, light, or heavy, heavy. You always want to switch them up, because if you do, he doesn't trigger his auto block. The only way for him to trigger the auto block is if you do the same action twice in a row. And as you can see, we're just baiting the special one. Special one is a very easy outrange and just have it counted right there. And as you can see in the carbon detonation, so every single time I hit him, this is going to be reduced, and if it goes to 0 before it expires, we take no damage, obviously. You need to keep in mind that special hits count as well, but in this case I don't think we're actually gonna, he's probably gonna die here. And as you can see, not a single time did he auto block us or the combo detonation happened, and that was pretty good. Now I'm gonna show you Shang-Chi here, so I'm gonna make some mistakes here intentionally. So as you will see here, I'm going to do a medium into his stun, and you will see that even through the stun he purifies it and auto blocks you. Now he doesn't parry you, but he is shrugging off the stun, and if you actually do it on a medium ender, you will get punished. Now Shang-Chi is not going to get punished because she's going unstoppable for like a split second after that thing. And now there's a tip here. So if you want to consume his auto block charges without him interrupting your combos, you can just stun him and boom, you're going to consume them that way without him interrupting you or anything. I'm also going to show you the special 2. The special 2 is possible to full dex. However, there is reverse controls here. So you will see here, the first hit is normal, so you dex it 1 hit, and now you are in the evolutionary field. And when you're in the evolutionary field, you always have reverse controls on you. You will see the passive right there. So I need to dex backwards. That's 1 simple dex. Then just wait a little bit and double dex, or 1 time dex again. Now, if I'm away from this evolutionary field, my controls are not reversed. So if you were to bait a special 2, you don't want to be in the field ideally. Now, as you can see, I did the light attack twice and he auto blocked me. Now, once you do that though, the auto block thing goes on cooldown for a little bit, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, as you can see, very easily we reduce the combo detonation thing just like that, very easily. And how he applies the combo detonation, I'm gonna go back to show you. So as soon as he hits 50 charges, you will see here he's got 46. As soon as he hits 50, you will see he's got 50. The next time I get a bar of power, I'm gonna get the combo detonation on me. So there we go. Got to the special 2, and the 16-second hit, the 16 hits start from then. So yeah, let's just do that 5-hit combo. I think I'm gonna show you the special 2 one more time here. There we go. 1 dex backwards, and then again. So there is one thing you need to be careful from what I did on the testing. Sometimes that first hit is a very simple dex, but the second hit actually it's reversed. Sometimes you might actually dash back away from the evolutionary field, and you actually need to keep in mind that if you do, you need to actually dex the normal way, because you're only reverse controls when you're in the evolutionary field. You can exit out of it during his special 2, and if you do, there's no more inverted control. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes you might get messed up. There I got clipped, unfortunately. Didn't do too much damage though. And there we go, the auto block thing happened again. You can also hit his block if you want to consume his charges. That's another thing to keep in mind. And he just does his thing. Good thing is he doesn't parry you. If he parried you, that was going to be really tough. Now there's also a bug here. When you're using a skill champion and you have unblockable, you're not supposed to remove his combo detonation charges, but it's bugged right now. And there we go. We made some mistakes, but we still did it fine. But the first fight with Hercules is the thing you want to do. It's exactly what you want to do against the high evolutionary, and you're gonna have no trouble at all. Now Northstar here is actually gonna give you a lot of those, he's gonna give him a lot of those charges very quickly because of his combo, but it doesn't matter, because as soon as you get the combo detonation, you're literally like a combo away of removing it, because Northstar has like a million hits on his combo. Same thing with like Quicksilver or Koye, so you can definitely use those as well. He doesn't have any immunity, so you can use like, you know, Kate Bishop if you want as well. You can use Koye. The only immunity he's got is like Rupture from the damaging ones. So yeah, North Star definitely works here. You would definitely want to go for the special 1 baits. The only time you want to go for the special 2 baits is only if you think you don't have enough time for the combo detonation, because during his special 2 the combo detonation on you is paused, but during his special 1 it's not paused. So you need to keep that in mind. If you need some more time, push him to the special 2 and bait it then, and that's gonna save you some time. So yeah, North Star definitely works pretty well for this guy. Very, very safe. Now moving on to, I think, the last one I'm gonna show you here. This is actually, no, we got 2 more. This is Jack. So you can actually use someone that's immune to reverse controls, and you can bait special 2s, and then dex them in a normal way. You just do your normal dex. This Jack is like really overpowered though, but I just want to show you like that dex. You can block dex it as well. Does no damage. And yeah, just, I don't think he's gonna be that big of a problem, man. Like he's pretty easy to fight. Like he reminds me of like Enchantress, but in a much easier way. Oh yeah, we got the bug there. He's like, he can be done with any champion, but if you have someone with like multi-hits or multi-hits in their combo or their specials, it's gonna be easier with the combination. And if you have someone that's immune to reverse controls, you can dex his special 2 a lot easier. But you ideally want to bait special 1s because they're just outrangeable, and then ideally you want to have someone with a lot of hits in their combo or their special, so you don't have a problem with the combo detonation, because it does do a lot of damage, so you gotta keep that in mind. But I mean, Onslaught, very easy. You can just do your heavies as well, change up your combos, don't do the same action. And yeah, I would say the most important thing to remember about the High Evolutionary is that you need to mix your combos, and you also need to remember that even if you stun him, he, like, even if I were to stun him right now and do a medium attack, he would shrug off the stun. So that's what you need to keep in mind. I would say the High Evolutionary would be a lot harder in a stun immune fight, because if he's stun immune, you might not be able to punish the heavy and then do your heavy attack or your light, your medium. So that way you might have to actually bait some of his auto block charges, and that's where it gets a bit tricky. But even still, like I said, he doesn't trigger the auto block, oh, sorry, he doesn't trigger the parry mastery, so even if he does auto block you, it's not that big of a deal. He's just gonna place a little bit of debuffs, so maybe in BGs he's gonna be slightly tankier because he's gonna have inequity on you as well, because he constantly has debuffs. And also, I didn't talk about this, but if you were to use, like, I used Hercules here, and I don't know if you saw, but if you were to use someone with True Sense or Undermine, just don't do it, or don't count on it, because as you will see here, I'm gonna throw my special 1, it says effect removed. He removes immediately, because when you have debuffs on you, he just removes them or just doesn't let them activate. And you always have debuffs from this guy, because you hit him, you place debuffs, you parry him, you get a wither on you, so you definitely don't want to count on like Undermine or True Sense. But yeah, man, I don't think High Evolutionary is going to be that big of a problem. Maybe because of animations, he's going to be a bit tough like the first month or so, but I feel like after then people are not going to have any problems with him. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if it helped you, and if it did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.